Welcome to Release to Results. I will not value what is valueless. Lesson 133 from A Course in Miracles. So, what have you projected value onto? Now, these things that are transitory in the world that come and go, that aren't sticking around for the long run, for the eternal run, that are just here for a moment and then gone in the next. Just looking at what have I been projecting value onto? And do I value what is valueless? Do I value what's not going to be here forever? Now, this is different from making wrong of experiencing any of these things temporarily. Just in fact, allowing for a true enjoyment of the temporary things without that pending doom or loss of these things. I can enjoy them, I can love them without clinging to them. And therefore, there's this great freedom because I'm valuing what is valuable, my eternal being, my presence, this life. And so I can value things as that are on a bigger scale. I can value salvation. I can value happiness. I can value joy. These things I can take beyond what is popping up in the world. So today we're going to look at some things that we've been projecting value onto instead of just enjoying while they're here. These things that we've been seeking in the world, though that's a distraction from seeking what I really want. I really think when I get this new car that I'll be happy. So rather than seeking happiness, I'm seeking this car. I really think if I'm with this person, then I'll feel love. So rather than focusing and seeking love, allowing that, I'm now chasing after a person. Again, this is not to make wrong of a car or a person. This is just to check out where I'm putting myself at risk of loss rather than an eternal gain. So I will not value what is valueless. We're going to look at, is this thing temporary? So we'll take some things that we've been valuing, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay to value the car, the house, the person, the money. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Without making right or wrong of it. Just noticing, is this temporary? Is this something that's going to come and go? And then why? Why am I valuing this? Because here we'll get to the sweet spot. I think this money will make me happy. And so I'm valuing the pursuit of that money. And that money isn't the happiness. I might allow myself that happiness, which is inherent in me, because I have the money. Now it's okay to be happy. Though actually what I'm seeking, actually what I really want, the truth is, I just want this happiness. I just want this security. I just want that safety. I just want that control. That's what I'm really going after here when I say I value money. So dissolving some of the illusions about what are these things we value? Is it something worth going after and chasing? Or could I set that value aside and not value what is inherently valueless? It's my projections based on my emotions onto this thing that is making it valuable. This doesn't mean you're not going to have some of the transitory pleasures in life. This means being free to enjoy those things, being free to experience those things without the fear of losing them or not getting them. So let's begin. What is something that you've been going after in the world. So the examples here, um, what what might you be going to buy? What's a bodily concern? What are you seeking in the world? And is that thing temporary, transitory, or is it permanent? And could you notice the valuing of something that's not going to be here? You're not taking this with you into heaven, they say. And so, could you just notice why? Why do I value this? Why have I been seeking this? Is it going to give me temporary safety, temporary control, temporary relief, temporary happiness? And letting go of valuing this thing doesn't mean that it's not going to be there. In fact, it's far more likely to show up. Could you allow yourself to start to let go of valuing this thing in the world? Would you let go of valuing something temporary and seek that which is permanent? When could you let go of valuing what in the long run is valueless? And could you just feel that energy that's stirred and is moving? And it could be the same thing or it could be something else. What's something in the world you've been going after? What have you wanted to buy? Who have you wanted to be with? And could you notice the transitory, temporary nature of a thing in the world? I don't know how I'm going to pack this up and take it with me when I leave. So, without making right or wrong of valuing it, could you just check in? Why is this being sought? Why is this being valued? Is it going to bring, does it seem like it'll bring happiness or safety or control? What do you think you get when you get this temporary thing? And could you allow yourself, and you don't have to release the valuing of this thing in the world, this person, whatever it is? Would you release valuing this thing that's temporary to value that which is eternal? When could you release valuing and seeking this thing that's but a flash in the greater scheme of things? And this doesn't mean you won't experience it. Just could you release valuing it, seeking it? And I will not value what is valueless. What is valueless? Something that's here today and gone tomorrow. Doesn't mean can't enjoy it for a moment, but really, how much effort am I going to put into this transitory pleasure or satisfaction? So, what's something you've been wanting to buy? Who's someone you've been wanting to be with? What's something you want to happen in the world, in your life? That's temporary. And it's okay. We all do this. Without judging or moralizing about it, could you just notice that seeking and valuing something which is here today, gone tomorrow? And why seek that thing? What do you think comes with that thing? Security for the body? Is it happiness? Control? Perhaps the approval of others? What do you think you're getting temporarily from that thing should you acquire it temporarily? And could you surrender, give up valuing this thing, this person, this worldly appearance? And this doesn't mean you're not going to experience them temporarily. Just could you surrender valuing that which is temporary? Would you surrender valuing that which is here today and gone tomorrow? Might allow you to enjoy it more, love it more, without fear of loss or not getting it. When could you surrender? Give up seeking what is valueless in the long run. And it's okay to have things temporarily, to love them, to enjoy them, to prefer them. This isn't making wrong of any of that. It's just what are we going for in the long run? And not being distracted along the way. I will not value what is valueless. And only what has value do I seek. For only that do I desire to find. Could you allow yourself to check out, is there anything you're seeking that has eternal value? Is there anything you value that you'll take beyond this temporary worldly appearance? It could be love, happiness, joy, freedom. Anything that comes to mind for you. Have you been valuing something that's long term? Something you can take with you beyond this body, beyond this world? And does it seem like any of those things come from the world? come from this body. And that's okay. Could you let go of this being a limited thing, temporary, and have it eternally? Would you let go of the finite having of this for the infinite having of this? When could you let go of a temporary enjoyment, love, or happiness for an eternal? I will not value what is valueless, and only what has value do I seek, for only that do I desire to find. So, what is something that you value that you can take with you, that will go with you beyond the appearances of this body, this world? Perhaps peace, stillness, power. And could you notice if you've been seeking that, thinking that comes from anything in the world? A temporary here today, gone tomorrow. Has there been any associating those things you'd like to take with you, and you will, with things of the world, as if they come from there? And without judging or moralizing about that, it's okay. Just could you let go of having that temporarily? Would you let go of binding your eternal to the temporary, the transitory? When could you let go of a small, small amount of treasure for an infinite amount of treasure? I will not value what is valueless, for what is valuable belongs to me already. These things that you can take with you and will, and already belong to you, that it might have seemed like came from things in the world. Could you be free of the world to enjoy it, to love it, and to leave it? It comes and it goes, and can stay with the seeking and having what really belongs to you, the peace beyond any understanding in the world. Well done releasing, and thank you for joining us today. Feel free to click the link in the description to release anything else that's coming up for you that would obscure what really belongs to you in truth eternally. Have the best day you can.